Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good day and welcome to the show on this Tuesday, the 18th of August, 2020. Glad to have you guys here. Now, here's the thing. You know, if they actually do this come January 1st, 2021, which is only a few months away, if they actually go over and convert over to a completely digital dollar system, this is the biggest change since Bretton Woods. I mean, this is huge, and this is a reset all in one. The reset we've all been waiting for. This would be it. This would be the reset. Amazing what they can do with a digital dollar, especially with lowering interest rates down below the zero mark. It's amazing the control that they would have over the system. And basically, it makes the central bank the bank of all banks, because your wallet would be with the central bank, and they'd be able to distribute the money instantaneously to your wallets. I mean, it makes that, well, of course, all along the central bank has been the bank of banks, is the central bank. And this is amazing, actually, that this new information that I'm hearing out there about they're coming out with a new digital currency. It changes everything, but it answers a lot of questions, like last year, a year or two ago, I always go into Walmart to buy stuff, and I noticed that they put in these cashless registers, a whole big section of cashless registers. And they were making an effort to try to train people how to use the cashless system. And the people that wanted to pay cash, well, they'd have one little register open way over in the other corner of the store, and there's a big long line up behind it. You'd have to stand, I mean, several times last year, I was in that big long line up behind the cash register, and had to wait about, 30 minutes standing there to get to your turn. Well, they had this huge section over there where they had all kinds of employees trying to train people how to use cashless, and they had all these cashless registers, hundreds of them, most of them empty. I mean, it would be easy for me. It would have been easy for me if I wanted to not pay cash. Just basically go over to that section, because there's all kinds of room. You'd be able to get out immediately. Get your stuff paid for immediately. But I'm old-fashioned. I use cash, Well, it looks like in the United States of America, might not be able to use cash very much longer. How much longer is it going to be here in Canada? Be able to use cash. Well, once the United States gets this system put in the first of the year, I can see all the other countries in the world following suit very, very quickly if it works the way they want it to work. And why wouldn't it work? Most people are in the dark about all this, and they're not going to notice much of a change. They're mostly used to using their debit card now anyway. They're just going to, it's going to be nothing. It's going to be, like, to them, it's going to be no big deal. To most of the people out there, it's going to flow, it's going to just go seamlessly from one system to another, and they're not even going to notice anything ever changed. Hardly. The biggest change for most people out there would be going online and downloading the new wallet into their computer. And they'll probably make it in very simple, easy steps. You just go in and I don't know, I'm just going to guess at what it'll be. Maybe they'll put in their social security number, and their address in, and to sign up. And then they'll get a number to download the new digital wallet onto their format, Android, Apple, depending on what format they want it on. And then they'll just install it, like you install any program, and open it up. And voila, money will magically appear in it. Most people will like that, I would think. And then they go out and try it out, and all the stores take it now. They just go up and they scan the phone or whatever. Or I don't know exactly how they'll work it. Probably scan the phone. And the register girl say, well, you paid for it. and they'll look in their digital wallet and they'll see the money's been taken out. It worked great. I think it'll work. This technology works in the same fashion as cryptocurrency technology, and I'll tell you, crypto works great. So why wouldn't this work? Here it comes, guys. Anyway, let's get open. Let's look at the markets right now. First thing we're going to take a look at is the silver price, $27.75. It's up 31 cents on the day. And it did touch a point here. It almost touched $28.50. There, it looks like just in the past, it's come down a little bit. Little correction there. Profit taking, But this is the paper market we're looking at here. These are the paper short contracts being traded. And, if they're trading the paper up that high, can you imagine what would happen if there was some law out there that they weren't allowed to create more paper short contracts than there are physical supply? What the price of these paper short contracts would go to? If a law come out tomorrow morning and it said that they had to verify physical supply, it had to be inspected to make sure they had the physical supply, and they were only allowed to issue equal amount of paper, silver, paper, gold, to equal the physical supply, this price would double in one day because there's only that small, tiny little bit of physical supply. And they'd have to get rid of all these paper short contracts. They'd have a big pile of paper they'd be burning. It would be worthless. Well, it's already worthless. These paper contracts do not represent the actual physical metal. They trade them and they trade paper for paper. In other words, they settle these paper short contracts in dollars. They don't settle them in the physical metal. And this is what allows them to keep doing this game, But anyway, silver price is up today, and I think I'm going to be saying that a lot. Gold's above $2,000. It's at $2,240, and it's moving up right now as we speak. Cryptocurrency, Bitcoin dominance it continues to drop. It's at 59.1% with a market cap of $376 billion. Now you notice the Bitcoin price came down a little bit. It was like 12,288 or whatever last night. Now it's 12,036, so it's come down a couple $100. But the market cap hasn't come down. And the Bitcoin dominance is still falling a little bit. This means that a lot more money is actually moving into the altcoins, the alternative coins. And this is a bullish signal that we've been getting for a little while now with cryptocurrency. It's continuing, this bullish signal into cryptocurrency. Let's take a look at the Dow Jones today. Down 31 points today. Refresh the page. 27,819, and it's down 25 points on the day, which is insignificant. It is a down day, but it's not much of a down day. 25 points is nothing much. Let's take a look now at crude oil. $42.59 on the day so far. It's down 30 cents on the day for crude oil. You remember that wasn't that long ago we had that big drop-off in crude oil. It went down to negative $40. I've never seen anything like that before. But, we've been pretty stable now for a while now, ever since that happened, at around the $40 price for crude, which is probably giving you a big signal and saying that that's probably about around the minimum price that these oil producers can actually get the oil on the market for. It's probably a minimum price of around $40 per barrel. U.S. Treasuries today, and we're looking at the whole yield curve dropping. It was dropping yesterday too. I'll tell you, I think they're already moving into yield curve control. And yield curve control is going to be massively bullish for gold and silver, Well, we already see an awful lot of a bullish trend setting up stronger and stronger into the precious metals. It's already happening. Let's take a look now at the U.S. dollar index. 92.34. So the dollar cannot even maintain its own against a basket of other crappy currencies that are no good either. The dollar's doing worse than them, which does not really bode that well for the dollar, 92.34 today, and we're looking at a half a penny drop, which is quite a significant drop to the dollar today. And, gold and silver have been catching a bid all day. What's the next leg up for gold and silver, Well, we're probably going to break $30 on silver, and I expect gold to probably break 2,500, and then the sky's the limit once we start to break through these higher barriers, and the realization starts to come into people's minds. Hey, you know what? This stuff is really going into a bull charge, going up massively high, and excitement really starts to come into the marketplace, and then more big money will start moving in toward these different asset classes, divesting themselves from fiat currencies. Ray Dalio says cash is trash, and more of that feeling will go through the investment community. And eventually what's going to happen is how do you get out of cash? Because I'm going to tell you, if you're invested in things like stocks, and if you're invested in mutual funds and money market accounts and CDs and all of these things, these are all cash products. You're not out of the dollar. There's only, very simply, one avenue out of the dollar, and that's precious metals or cryptocurrency. That's the only way really out of the dollar. Everything else, you're still tied right into the dollar-denominated system. And you're accepting the counterparty risk. Massive risk you're taking. Counterparty risk. And you see it coming. Digital dollars. Anyway, listen, thank you guys for listening to my show. Like and subscribe. And we'll catch you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.